Anderson Cooper is keeping them honest. AC 360, CNN weeknights, 8 Eastern.
A Ford Explorer on the side of a street in Staten Island, New York. The car seats remain, where two little boys, Brandon and Connor Moore, were sitting as their mother Glenda was driving during Hurricane Sandy, desperately looking for shelter. The story of what happened to Glenda and her sons Brandon and Connor is sad, horrifying, terrifying. She was driving her SUV down this street. It plunged into this hole during the height of Hurricane Sandy. She then got out of the vehicle with her 2-year-old son and her 4-year-old son. Remember, it is pouring rain, torrential, the wind's 90 miles per hour, and she comes over here to this tree and holds onto the tree, grabs the branches, grabs the tree, and holds onto it and holds onto her sons at the same time. And she did this, according to police, for hours. That's what she told the police. She then said she went up to this house right behind me, knocked on the door, a man was inside, and pleaded with him, "Let us inside your house." She says, according to police, the man would not let her in the house with her sons. She then went to the back, stood on the balcony, took a flower pot, tried to break the window to break into the house, wasn't able to, and ultimately floodwaters came through and swept her sons away. Everyone was wishing for a miracle in the search for the children, but there really wasn't any optimism the boys would be found alive. New York City police used a fan boat to look for them in the nearby marsh. Police divers walked through that swampy marsh. Sadly, the bodies of both children were found not far from each other, about a quarter-mile away from where Glenda last held them. Family members say Glenda is too distraught to talk to us. We wanted to meet the man who lived in the house where police say Glenda sought protection. Nobody answered the door. But while we were standing near the house on public property, an angry man appeared.
You can get the hell out. Stop filming in my house. No cameras here. Stop. Stop.
Sir,
get out.
sir,
Get the hell out.
Can I ask you a question? Did the woman knock on your door to get
No,
in?
sir. No, sir.
Alan did not want to say his last name, but the house in question is his, and he says he was inside during the hurricane.
The police say that Glenda came with her 2 sons, knocked on your door,
No, sir.
begged to go in during the hurricane.
No, sir. Absolutely not.
So you did not see a woman with 2 children?
No, absolutely not.
So what you told the police is not accurate?
Absolutely. I never saw anybody. I only saw the man.
So you said you saw a man come to your door?
Yes. He didn't come to the door. There's stairs in the back of the house, and he came. He was standing. He must have been standing at the bottom of the stairs.
And what did he do?
He took a concrete flower pot. I can show you. There's one in the backyard. There were 2 of them. He threw one of them through the door.
Okay, what they're saying is that after you didn't let her in, that she tried to break a window and get in. So is it possible you're mistaken?
No, because I had to stay there all night. I sat all night with my back against the door in the kitchen.
Well, let me ask you, the man, if a man threw a flower pot, did you let the man in your house?
He didn't ask to come in. He asked me to come out and help him.
So did you help him?
I couldn't. What could I do to help him?
All right, so
I'm wearing the same clothes. I had these shorts on. This is my brother's jacket. I had a pair of shorts on with flip-flops. And I was going to come out.
But what it comes down to is you're saying you did not see a woman and 2 children.
No, sir.
You saw a man.
A man, yes.
I mean, you must feel terrible for this woman and her 2 children, right?
Yeah, did they find the children? I don't even know.
Yeah, they found them. They found them dead today.
Of course, it's a tragedy. Of course, absolutely. It's unfortunate. She shouldn't have been out, though. You know, it's one of those things. She shouldn't have been on the road.
Well, a lot of people are, though, sir.
Yeah.
And they look for help sometimes.
There's nothing I could do. I'm not a rescue worker. The mayor said, people said, rescue workers don't endanger the lives of rescue workers. If I would have been outside, I would have been dead.
Alan says police have talked to him, and he told them the same story he told us, an upsetting story about a most tragic night.
Gary, clearly somebody's story is not accurate, either his or the mom's. I mean, is there any more to find out about this? I mean, are police looking into it, or is it, I guess, is that the end of it?
Well, it brings up an interesting point. There's a lot of outrage. You know, the police officers, they don't go on camera here in New York City. But off camera, they told us they're very upset and they're very emotional about finding these children's bodies. And one police source told me very angrily, this man should be charged criminally. Now, aside from the fact that he denies they came to his house, we wanted to consult our legal experts to find out if this could be a crime. And indeed, it apparently is not a crime not to help. Whether it's ethical or moral is another question, but it doesn't appear to be a crime. It doesn't appear anything else will happen in this situation with this man.
Yeah. Well, you certainly want to think that everybody reaches out to help strangers in their time of need, and if that did not happen in this case, it just compounds the tragedy.